Hiya, YouTube. Welcome in. Tonight, I'm going to be going through the Game Award nominees. They just came out today, Monday. It's Monday night, the 11th of, not the 11th, the 18th of November, which is the 11th month. But yeah, I'm going to be going over the nominees and we're going to vote for them. We're going to talk about some of them. I was trying to do this live and then my internet's garbo, so I thought I'll record it. But I've been dealing with internet issues for the last 30 and 45 minutes with it working and then not working. So pardon any of that. But we're going to vote on the nominees. We're going to vote, go over the categories, and just talk about it and just have some fun with it, you know, and react to the Game Awards. I'm excited to watch it again. Not going to go. I live in Southern California, and I was tentatively planning on going, but it's just a little out of the budget, you know. I'm a dad that's at home right now, going to school, having fun making videos and such, and yeah, with a wife that works, so we can't afford $200 tickets, Jeff. But hey, whatever. It is what it is. It's the 10th anniversary. I know they're probably going over the top. Doesn't detract me from being still interested in watching the show. But yeah, I did want to go. I was planning on it, but definitely can't afford it. So that's okay. That's okay. I don't need to go over that too much. Either way, we're going to go over the award show. Let's just start. There is these first couple categories I don't really have an opinion on, so I'm just going to throw a vote. And if that offends you, I apologize. But hey, maybe I help someone win. But yeah, I just don't know some of these categories, and we'll go over them as they approach. It's kind of the first batch here. But we have best esports team, starting off what we're going to go over. And that is recognizing a specific esports team, not the full organization, judged the most outstanding for performance and conduct in 2024. It's important, right? Yeah, I just don't know anything about this, right? Esports is something that I just never got into. And even like I tried getting into Overwatch League and it was fun. I watch people play Valorant. I watch some streamers play that. And they do some the playoff stuff that they have in that game. It's cool, but I just haven't gotten into these games, and watching League of Legends, I do not understand it. I see it, like they had their world champions, not that shipped, I think their worlds not that long ago, but it goes over my head. It goes over my head. Yeah, so I don't know any of these. I like this guy. We'll go with, oh, they all look so cool with the tracksuits. I like the name more, Billy Billy. We're gonna go with Billy Billy. All right, next category. Player's choice. Oh, okay, we gotta go backwards, sorry. All right, our next one, best esports athlete. The esports athlete judged to be the most outstanding for performance and conduct in 2024, irrespective of game. All right, yeah, I don't know any of this, so I'm gonna go with Faker because I think he did something cool. Again, I don't know these categories, so you know, maybe one day I'll get into it. Okay, we gotta go previous. Next category is best esports game. For the game that has delivered the best overall esports experience to players, inclusive of tournaments, community support, and content updates, irrespective of genre or platform. I'm personally just going to go Valorant because I've actually played Valorant, and I do like Valorant. Okay, I can go previous. Content creator of the year. For a streamer or content creator who has made an important and positive impact on the community in 2024. All right, I don't know anyone outside of Queso, and I don't even know Queso that well. I get the TikToks, right? I started to get the Queso TikTok, so I recognize that. So I'm gonna vote for Queso. I think it's crazy that Kai isn't in this. I mean, is he like bigger than this? You would think with the Elden Ring and all the games he dove into, he would have got a nom here, but oh well, right? We'll get him next year. All right, so this one, we're starting now to get the ones I have probably firmer opinions on. So we got most anticipated game, recognizing an announced game that has demonstrably illustrated potential to push the gaming medium forward. We got Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Whew. We are, since the first game, Death Stranding is on Xbox now, my wife and I just started it, which would be the 4th time I've played the first hour of the game. In grand scheme, the longest I've went into it is about 6 hours. So very early, but it's on Xbox now. We bought it, and we're gonna play that. So I don't know if by the end of it, maybe Death Stranding 2 jumps up, but right now I'm just more intrigued for the inevitable answers and then the even more inevitable questions that the sequel is going to create, and the memes and just the conversations. So I want to beat the first one so I could be in the moment with people, because oh man, I think it's going to get weird. And I think it also has the potential, unless he already has, if the trilogy, right? If he has the third one planned, and that's, that's storytelling, but could also be a lot of answers that then make sense or just get even more confusing. So who knows? We'll see. It's gonna get weird, I bet. But we'll see. I think it's gonna, yeah. When I beat the first one, it might jump up. But for now, we'll see. Ghost of Yotai, I am incredibly excited for. I have not beaten Ghost of Tsushima yet. I am just enjoying it, right? I'm enjoying it. No need to rush. No need to beat it quickly. I can just live in it. So that's what I'm doing currently with Ghost Tsushima. So I can't wait to play Yotai. I can't wait to see it. Oh my god. Like, Tsushima looks really good on PS5. Like, it looks really good, but it also shows its age because it's just a remastered, right? So yeah, I've seen this. Oh, I can't wait to see what Ghost of Yotai looks like. I can't wait to. I can't wait to explore that photo mode, because oof, the colors. I can't wait. Also, the gameplay is fun. So. And Erika Ishii is the protagonist. She's amazing. I just not re-rolled. I made a second character in Dragon Age. Dragon Age. I kept saying dragons. The Veilguard, and purposely wanted to go with Erika Ishii's voice, and I like it so far, but not that deep. Anyways, excited for that. Grand Theft Auto 6, my golly, that is yeah, just to see what it is. Like, what is it? Like, is it, we're gonna get some sort of story, but like, what is the online? How they're making so much money with GTA Online, and now they can build that they can build that idea from the ground up, knowing what they know. Oh, that's gonna make or break the game, and that is gonna just see what Rockstar has been doing in that. Oh my god. Like, it's gonna look better than Red Dead Redemption 2. And Red Dead Redemption 2 looks fantastic, especially on the PC. Oh my god. Like, it can run incredibly well. And now, like, GTA 6. Oh, I can't wait. It's gonna be beautiful. That's Grand Theft Auto 6. I think that's my most anticipated off of this list. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, not doing anything for me. Monster Hunter Wilds, I have not played a Monster Hunter game, so it doesn't do anything for me either. I know it's a big thing. I know it's a big property. I don't think I have any intention of playing this one, so that's where I lie with it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go with, I mean, it's between Grand Theft Auto and Ghost of Yotai. I'm pretty sure Grand Theft Auto is gonna win this, hands down. But I do think that's my most anticipated game. I just am curious about the business decisions and what it is. Like, what is the campaign? Is there a single player component? Right? What is it? Is the single player within the multiplayer world? Is it just all GTA Online? Right? We'll see. Our next category, Best Adaptation, recognizing outstanding creative work that faithfully and authentic... I was going to add like 2 extra syllables in that word. Recognizing outstanding creative work that faithfully and authentically adapts a video game to another entertainment medium. We have Arcane. I know season 2 just came out, and like part 3, the end of it, comes out soon. Like this weekend at time of recording, so that's cool. I don't have Netflix for right now, but damn it, Raw's going to Netflix, and I'm gonna definitely get Netflix at that point, so I will eventually watch season 2. But I loved season 1 of Arcane. A little weird that like the season's not even out and it's nominated, but whatever. Fallout is amazing. I'm gonna vote for that one here. I loved Fallout so much, and I can't wait to see what they do for season 2. I hope they don't like mess it up. Like, right? It was definitely a season 1 of a Fallout TV show on Amazon Prime TV. That's not a bad thing. I mean, look at like The Boys is fantastic. Amazon does a lot of good shows, but I think it did show some like lack of budget in the sets. I thought anyways, it showed it a little bit, so I hope they can just expand on it in the correct way. So we'll see. Knuckles, I have not watched it. I love the Sonic movies, but I don't think I will ever watch this show unless my daughter gets super into Sonic and wants to watch it long term. But like that, yeah, we'll see. I heard Like a Dragon was bad, so I had no intention of watching that. And Tomb Raider, The Legend of Lara Croft, which is on Netflix, so that's something I might check out on whenever I eventually get Netflix due to Raw going on Netflix. But I haven't really heard anything about it, so I love Fallout. All right, best multiplayer for outstanding online multiplayer game and design, including co-op and massively multiplayer experiences, irrespective of game genre or platform. All right, Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Is it Game Pass giving me a free Call of Duty, or is it a great Call of Duty? That's where I lie. I love it. I'm playing so much of it, so I don't know. Is it the best multiplayer game? Well, I've prestiged, and I'm almost at like I'm getting closer and closer to Prestige 2. It's I've never done this in a Call of Duty game, so maybe I have too much time on my hand. But Call of Duty Black Ops 6, I think is really fun, so that's pretty good. Helldivers 2, I had such a fun time with it. It has a good moment, but it fell off hard. I don't even know what's going on in the game anymore. I'm happy to hear that Super Mario Party Jamboree seems to be really good. I've seen seems like reviews were pretty hot on it. This is probably something I would eventually get, especially with our daughter. She's not even 2, she's not even 1.5. So we're a ways from it, but we also own one already. So, but eventually, I think knowing that this is good is something I would eventually get, and that's really cool that it's getting good reviews and that it's fun. Tekken 8, I don't play fighting games. Don't have an opinion. Space Marine 2. It's cool. It's cool to see that it was good. A lot of people who played it seem to really enjoy it. So that's a cool thing. I've never interacted with the Warhammer 40K Space Marine anything before. So it's just not an IP I know super well. But hearing like it was a hit for the people that played it, like it was good. So that's cool. It's cool. Going with Call of Duty. I do think Helldivers could win and maybe should win just because it is something a little different. But I'm playing so much Call of Duty. Okay, best sports and racing for the best traditional and non-traditional sports and racing game. F1 24, EA Sports FC 25, NBA 2K 25, Top Spin 2K 25, and WWE 2K 24. I hate what NBA 2K is as a product. It's just the worst monetization, the most predatory thing. Holy shit. EA Live, NBA, what was it? NBA Live, can you please come back? Can another basketball game take it fucking seriously and get on it? Because NBA 2K is awful. Awful. Monetization. It is so bad what they are getting away with. How much, like, in-game currency they are just, like, how encouraging you to buy and how, like, it's just bad. But I love it. It's fun. I haven't put any money into it other than that, so other than like the initial purchase. But yeah, so that's awful. I'm gonna vote for it though. It's me standing by it. All right, best sim strategy. Best game focused on real-time or turn-based strategy, simulation, or strategy gameplay, irrespective of platform. We got Age of Mythology Retold. I think I tried it on console. I really should devote more time to it. I think I tried it and that was it, and I hopped off very quickly. It's something I will eventually go back to. I eventually get the urge, you know, the want to play a game like that. But I just don't think real-time strategy is for me, or at least the Age of Mythology and Age of Empires like, it just hasn't hit with me. So I don't know if it's a lack of time, but I'll try it again at some point. Frostpunk 2 I really enjoyed, but I hit a difficulty wall for myself, and then I just have moved on to other games. It's installed, I look at it, and I'm like, I don't have time. I don't have time. I look at it like too late at the night. Like, I get done streaming, I'm like, do I just want to sit and like play something? And I was like, Frostpunk, I'm like, oh, no, I'm gonna get too deep. It's fun. I really enjoy it. Kinutsugami, Path of the Goddess. I know my podcast co-host, our producer, bro. I don't know why I said bro. He Amulet over there at the Badlands Backlogs. He was very hot on this game. It surprised him. He ended up beating this game, and he just kind of tried it out because it kind of dropped on Game Pass. While I jumped into Dungeons of Hinterberg, which came out the same day or a couple days after on Game Pass, at the same time as Kinutsugami. I played the shit out of that, which, oh my god, Dungeons of Hinterberg didn't get nominated. Boo. That sucks. Maybe a player's choice. That'd be awesome because that game fucking rules. It's such a fun game. Anyway, so I went with that game, and then he hopped into Kinutsugami more so, and yeah, he very much liked it. It surprised him, so that's cool getting a nomination here. Manor Lords is on Game Pass, PC at least, PC Game Pass. I had it downloaded at one point. Let's see. I'm always interested in these type of games. I didn't know it had the type of juice behind it though to get nominated in a game of the year, not game of the year. I didn't think it had the juice behind it to get nominated for something though, right? I thought, oh, it's just a strategy game, a medieval theme. Cool. I'll play it. Maybe I'll download it. Haven't tried it, but yeah, this makes me, well, I'm probably going to try it now a lot sooner than I would have if this didn't get nominated, of course. And then the last one, Unicorn Overlord. I have not played it, and I know nothing about it. It's a cool name, though. If we have any type of Overlord, I would love it to be a unicorn. I'm going to vote for Frostpunk 2. That's going to be installed for a while. Because that's how we play games. That's how we play games. All right, next category, Best Family Game. For the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform. So we got Astrobot, Team Asobi, which people seem to love. I didn't grow up with a PlayStation, so I have no nostalgia tied to the PlayStation branding. So that might be my thing, but I also just am not a big platformer any person. So a lot of reasons why this just doesn't do anything for me, aside from not even playing it. But I haven't even played the free one they give you on the PlayStation 5. I just don't care. Anyways, Princess Peach Showtime, which I have not played. Again, it's something like you can get for like super cheap. My daughter can play that. Super Mario Party Jamboree. The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, which I liked what I heard about it. I'm intrigued to, I don't think I'll ever actually play it unless I am granted the opportunity to just spend a lot more time playing games. And I eventually get around to playing more Zelda games. But yeah, I don't think this is something I'll play, but it sounds cool. And I love the art style. It's a great art style. And the last one, the Plucky Squire, which I have not played. It looks cool. But I'm going to go with Astrobot just because it seemed like people really liked it. So I'm going to go with that one. I'm going to go with the people. Next category, Best Fighting. For the best game designed primarily around head-to-head combat. We have Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. I know nothing about Dragon Ball. We have Grand Blue Fantasy Versus Rising. These names. We have Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics. Okay. Multiverses and Tekken 8. I've played none of these. I'm not a fighting game person. But congrats to Tekken 8 for getting my vote there. You don't got anything to add, don't add anything, right? All right, we got Best RPG for the best game designed with rich character customization and progression, including massively multiplayer experiences. What's the massive multiplayer experience out of here? Or is just like maybe that doesn't apply this year? Okay. Dragon's Dogma 2. Did not play. I liked seeing the character creator people go off online in the medias. All right. Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree. Great time. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I don't think I will play this anymore. It sounds like it is bloated. I don't even know if I'll play Remake now. You know, what's the point? But hey, it's cool that if you're down with it, you're down with it. We got Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Did not play, will not play. That's not like a hard stance, like will not play. It's just, I'm not going to play it. But hey, I got a nomination for something. I know Amulet over at Badlands Backlogs, our co-host, our producer, he played it, loved it, wanted it, he was happy to see it get at least one nomination. So he was hot on this game as well. I think he has a review up of it. And last but not least is Metaphor ReFantasio, which I want to play eventually. I am in the middle. I'm 20 hours. I'm at the early chunk of Persona 3 reloads, and I want to beat that, and then I will play Metaphor. Who knows how I feel after Persona 3. So but it looks so cool, and the music sounds so cool, and I love what people have been saying about it, so that's cool. But I'm gonna vote for, well, I haven't played it, and I played one of these, so I am gonna go with what I've actually played because I do like it, and that is Erdtree for best RPG. Now we got best action adventure. For the best action adventure game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving, we got Astro Bot, we got Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, we got Silent Hill 2, Star Wars Outlaws, and The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. I have not played Outlaws, I have not played Silent Hill, I have not played Zelda, I have not played Prince of Persia, and I have not played Astro Bot. So hard to really have a hard opinion about this. So we can only go with what we know. Zelda did some cool things with the echoes, I've heard. The stealth sounded awful from what I've heard. Honestly, I haven't heard anything about Silent Hill except people talking about Silent Hill 2. Does that make sense? Like, oh yeah, Silent Hill 2, it's fun, it's a good time, I gotta play that. Oh yeah. Yeah, I gotta start, you know? Everyone's talking about it. So I haven't heard anything. I've heard a lot of great things about Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. It's on I'm planning at some point in a planned month for it to get Ubisoft Plus, their subscription service. It's like $18 a month. Then I want to hit up Prince of Persia: Lost Crown, which is on there. I want to play Star Wars Outlaws, which is on there. I want to try Avatar, Wings of Pandora, whatever it's called. That's on there. And then there's Assassin's Creed Mirage. I want to try that. So I don't think I would beat every single one of those games, but I just want to play it for a little bit. Especially I want to try Star Wars. I definitely want to walk around in Avatar because I feel like visually that would be really, really cool, but I don't think I would beat it. But I definitely am interested in trying Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. So this is like on the priority list for whenever I do that. So that's cool. And then I've heard stuff about Astro Bot, but yeah, it doesn't do anything for me, and that gameplay doesn't do anything for me. So Prince of Persia, you win my vote, and that's how we did it. I think that makes sense. We talked our way into it. All right, we got best action game. For the best game in the action genre, focused primarily on combat, we got Black Myth Wukong, Game of Duty, Call of Duty, Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Stellar Blade, and Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2. That's interesting that like action game has Call of Duty and Helldivers, which yeah, they're action games, but not in the same way as Stellar Blade and Wukong is. I'm gonna vote for Helldivers 2 here. They deserve something. Because it's fun as hell. It's a great loop when you're in it and you have like a crew. All right, next category, best VR/AR game. For the best game experience playable in virtual or augmented reality, irrespective of platform. Arizona Sunshine Remake, Asgard's Wrath 2, Batman Arkham Shadow, Metal Hellsinger VR, and Metro Awakening. I'm gonna vote for Batman because the gameplay looks super cool. And it looks like it'd be fun. I gotta whip out I have a MetaQuest 2 headset, and I bought a boxing game for it. It's real fun. I get real into it, and it's a great workout. Legit, it's a great cardio workout. And I gotta do this. I gotta do that. Cause I want to get Batman, because that game looks fucking cool. All right, best mobile game. For the best game playable on a mobile device, we got AFK Journey. I have played that one. I have not opened it in months. Balatro, I've played it 3 times and it has not grabbed me. People love it, but I just think, yeah, I do not love it. It's fine. Anyways, we got Pokemon trading card game Pocket. I have been playing this. It has been fun. The free pack a day and the card collecting aspect make it more engaging and more entertaining than Marvel Snap was for me. But I was battling and playing Marvel Snap way more often, you know? So we'll see how long I do it. We got Wuthering Waves? That's a weird one. Wuthering Waves. I don't know what this is. And Zenless Zone Zero. I do not know what it is. So I'm going to vote for Pokemon Trading Card Pocket. You a fun time. All right, let's go back. Best debut indie game. For the best debut game created by a new independent studio, we got Animal Well. This is on PlayStation Plus at the current moment. And I do want to try it. I gotta try this when I'm done with Dragon Age. I could actually just start it. It's not a stream game, so we'll see. I might start that sooner than I think. But anyways, yeah, that's cool. Debut game. We got Balatro, of course, is there as well. We got Manor Lords again. There's a debut studio and it has 2 nominations, so that makes me want to play it. We got Pacific Drive and then the Plucky Squire. I don't know. Yeah. I'm going to throw Manor Lords. You got 2 nominations. You know what? You got 1 vote from me now. That's how that works. That's how my thinking works when I don't play the games. Best independent game for outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher system. We got Animal Well, Balatro, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, Neva, and UFO 50. I've played Balatro. It's the only one I played of it, but it hasn't grabbed me. Neva looks great, but it looks sad. It looks like one of those games that's like beautifully crushing. And then Animal Well. I'm gonna throw a vote to Animal Well. I wonder if you're watching it, I wonder if the comments are gonna be pissed, or if anyone will even comment, or if anyone will care that I'm just voting for shit based on. I give reasons at least. Okay. All right, best community support. Recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity, and game updates and patches. We got Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky. I kind of want to give it to No Man's Sky here. It's like crazy the amount of updates they are adding. And I definitely it is the bedrock and the testing ground and like the stage 1 of whatever Light No Fire, their next game is, which is like a 1-to-1 world where it takes days to walk it would take days to walk across the country, weeks. it would take that in real time in game, like in that world or something. I might be totally off about what Light No Fire or whatever that game is called. But anyways, it's crazy the amount of updates they're adding to No Man's Sky, especially after the beginning. It's crazy. Still around. Helldivers 2 fell off hard, but those first couple of weeks and the first 2 months-ish, 3 months, fun time. It was cool seeing the updates on Twitter and everything, and people being like, oh my god, like the community goal, just like we did it, like, oh, the new one, like, oh, more the invasion surge. It was great. It was a fun time. The meta narrative they told was great. Fortnite, didn't they add, doesn't this include like the rock band mode and the racing mode and the Lego mode? Because that's a huge update for Fortnite. It's always here, but like they're doing a shit ton. I don't know anything about Final Fantasy 14, and Baldur's Gate 3 added mods recently to the PC, maybe the console. I don't know about that. But like outside of that, what? I'm gonna give it to No Man's Sky here. I really gotta re-download it, man. That's the problem with doing this. It makes me add more games to my list. All right, we got Best Ongoing. Awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. All right, we got Destiny 2. Remember this year? Final Shape came out. Fantastic. Great ending to the saga. Great, concise campaign. Loved it. And then they say what's next in the coming years, and it's not at all what they did with the Final Shape. So it's like, no, just do one solid, like, what was like an 8-hour campaign? Yeah, and then open up, and then you do your meta narrative world Destiny video game shit, you know, the activity stuff. Like, I loved how the Final Shape shaped out. But I have not been hot on where they said the direction is going for Destiny, where they how they plan on handling the content. It makes sense from a management side, honestly. Like, I get it, but man, just every like 2 years have a story expansion that has a campaign. Like, it's okay to take an off year. Like, you're an ongoing, you just have a half year, and then I don't know, like, I wish people and companies valued a campaign more, because that shit's fun. And it gives reasons for me to play games. That's how I play it. Anyways, that's just how I feel. But I'm not feeling great about where it's going. But Destiny did like, they nailed it for the ending of their 10-year saga. But when it says like of ongoing content, I'm like, how many people are currently playing Destiny? So that's kind of like, I'm like, the ongoing content, it kind of ain't that great. It's fine. So I don't know. I love it though. It's my World of Warcraft. We got Diablo 4, which I've enjoyed expansion a lot. I love the Spiritborn. I gotta devote more time to it. Fell off hard with the wife. Haven't touched Final Fantasy 14. Fortnite, of course, has done a lot, added a lot. We just talked about in the last category. And of course, Helldivers 2. I just don't think it's the same thing with Destiny. Like, y'all are kind of done now. I feel like the game over. Like, if they said Destiny over, here's like the final story. It's like, all right. It makes sense. Like, you've hit that final point, and that's okay. Now let it go. Helldivers, all right, I'm waiting for the next big enemy faction, right? That's what we're waiting for. That's the next thing. Maybe a little more mission variety and objective types, you know? But that would make sense with a new enemy type, the alien race or whatever they're called. But it hasn't, you know, We haven't hit that yet. Nothing has happened. So I'm gonna give it to Fortnite. Look at you, Fortnite. Just because you're still here, so you get a vote. That's how my brain. That's how it works for me. All right, the next category: games for impact. For a thought-provoking game with a pro-social message, or a pro-social meaning or message. We have Closer to Distance, Indica, Neva, Life is Strange, Double Exposure, Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, and Tales of Kanzara, Zao. All right, I have only played Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2. I really enjoyed what they were doing with. I mean, god damn, the visuals in that game are insane. Insane. It's insane how that. Oh, my phone. I've downloaded the photos off of the Xbox to my phone, which is just through the app. It's very simple. But I have an album on my phone of like games I played, the screenshots I take, and there's like 30, 40 photos from Hellblade 2. It is a stunning game, and it's just on the Series X. I would love to play it on a fully booted up PC, fully kitted out, right? Because damn, that game is crazy photorealistic. Fuck. But yeah, great game. And this is on this is another game. It's on PlayStation Plus, their subscription thing. And it's a game I've wanted to play and I just haven't played yet, but I really got to play it. But it's a platformer, and I just haven't wanted to play it. But I'm not a big platformer person, but when the game director talked about it last year at the Game Awards, it caught my attention, and it's like, why not? It's something I want to give invest some time into to try out. So it's on the list. I gotta get to it, but I have not played it. But I have played Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, and it is fantastic. So you get my vote. Next one, innovation in accessibility. Recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. We got Black Ops 6, Diablo 4, Dragon Age The Veilguard, Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, and Star Wars Outlaws. I can't believe this is the only category The Veilguard got nominated for. It's crazy. I have not beaten it yet, so I want to really wait till I'm done with it. And I'm still, but like, just to get one vote and it's in accessibility is crazy to me. Or one nomination. So you get my vote because I want you to get something. And I just like the hair, the amount of hair options, the variety, the storylines that are just allow people to see themselves in games when they don't, maybe they have not yet in the wide breadth of gaming. Like, it's so cool. They did a great job. Next category, best performance, awarded to an individual for voice over acting, motion, and or performance capture. My brain read that as overacting. So awarded to an individual for overacting. We have Brianna White. I don't know who these people played. We have Hannah Tell, but they're from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Hannah Tell, Life is Strange. Humberly Gonzalez, Star Wars Outlaws. Luke Roberts, Silent Hill 2. And Melina Jurgens from Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, which she gets my vote. Oh my god, that game. I want to replay it. It's so good. Best audio design. Hellblade is going to get it for me. Recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design, we got Astro Bot, Black Ops 6, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, and Silent Hill 2. Hellblade, I think, like, has a crazy cool sound design with it being a 3D audioscape, and the way that feeds into the narrative. It's what you're hearing is what the main character themselves is hearing. It's their own voice. The way like the gameplay melds with that that narrative element within the game and mechanic is crazy cool. And it's just creepy and layered. Fantastic audio. It's a must play with headphones. You have to have headphones on. Just heightens it so much. We got best score and music for outstanding music, inclusive of score, original song, and or licensed soundtrack. Haven't played any of these games. We got Astro Bot, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Metaphor ReFantazio, Silent Hill 2, and Stellar Blade. I've heard the battle music of Metaphor. You get a vote here. I wouldn't surprise me if Astro Bot and or not both, but or Final Fantasy VII Rebirth get this one. But man, that Metaphor theme. The battle music. Next one. Best art direction for outstanding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design and animation. We got Astrobot, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree, Metaphor ReFantazio, and Neva. I've only played Shadow Tree. God, Elden Ring just as a whole, the art direction's so good. I love it. But I haven't played the other one, so. All right, we got best narrative for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game. This is a bummer category. I have not played anything except Hellblade 2, and I think the narrative, while I connected with it in a bigger way than a lot of people, I also don't think it's the strongest element of it. I think, again, it's just seeing what you can do with motion capture and telling a pretty basic story. Like, it's nothing crazy. It's straight to the point while being incredibly vague and direct. I don't know. It's hard to describe in a way. But I do think it's like, I legit connected with it, so, but I understand why. I don't think it is for everyone. I think it either is going to hit. It's like an art piece, you know? It either is for you or it's not, like, and that's okay. I don't think anyone's going to look at it and say, like, it isn't beautiful. It isn't visually stunning, right? But the combat either works for you or it just doesn't. But I don't think anyone's saying the combat is like God of War, snappy Elden Ring dodge type game, right? It's not that at all. It's the combat serves the narrative while serving, the game. Yeah. Anyways, I got lost in that one. I'm gonna vote for it. I haven't played the other ones, and I kind of convinced myself that I like the narrative. All right, final two, I think. Best game direction awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. Astro Bot, Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Metaphor ReFantazio. I think Astro Bot fits this pretty well from what I know of it and what I've watched of it. Outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction. Kind of fits it pretty well. You get a vote. Like, it's so firmly and creatively like, or PlayStation branded. All right, our final one. Game of the year. Recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. We got Astro Bot, Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Metaphor ReFantazio. We're gonna get some incredible and some fascinating orchestra set pieces here. I mean, Elden Ring, Final Fantasy, Metaphor, Black, like the music And then with like the charm with Astrobot, and I don't know what Balatro's music's gonna be, but that music just with the medley, it's gonna be fantastic. Can't wait. That's my favorite part. A highlight of the whole show is hearing this medley. They could like make it 10 minutes longer. Give us the Taylor's version. And just give us like 10-minute versions of each one. Either way. It's cool to see Balatro, a small game. Remember, it's like their debut, right? I think I just saw Jeff on Twitter say it's one person making Balatro. I hope I'm right about that. It's crazy. Balatro, congrats. It seems like people are super into it. It just has not hit for me playing on my phone. So, Astrobot, of course. It's cool that this type of game, I think between these two, they could be the It Takes Two of this year. It's something that deservedly they deserve it. They totally have earned it if either of these win. But something that's kind of surprising. Like, it's like, oh, wait, what? Like, makes sense, but no one expected It Takes Two, right? But that year, like, well deserved. These two fit that bill. Easily could win. Black Myth Wukong is surprising to me, but it did perform well outside the US as well. It's a big game, bigger than I think. So, whatever. I didn't play it. Metaphor, it's cool to see a game like that. Persona, like nominated. I can't wait to play it. Final Fantasy Rebirth. All right. But not for me. And everything I hear about it, it thinks it sounds bloated as hell. So I don't care. I thought 16 was crazy big, but it looks cool. And I do like the music. So have listened to the soundtrack. Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree. The only contentious one out of this group, because of course, this is DLC to a game. And I mean, I think it makes sense in this year, but I think there is a fine argument, a justified argument to have a separate category that is best expansion DLC 2.0 version of the game release of that year, right? Whatever you want to call it. Because a category that would include Destiny: The Final Shape. That's an expansion, right? And it got nominated for best ongoing game, which makes sense. But I feel like you can have a best expansion category, DLC, stuff like that, and that would fit remake, remaster. That would all fit the bill, right? Maybe not expansion / remaster, because that's where you get a little more disparity, but it also could fit. They also do work together. So I think there's an argument, especially with Elden Ring, because like, you gotta basically beat Elden Ring to just get to Shadow of the Erdtree. So like, while what they added in Shadow of the Erdtree is a game in and of itself and amazing and fantastic, I think in the case of Elden Ring, it does feel a little weird saying like having a game that requires you to play another game to be the game of the year, right? Like, you have to play Elden Ring to play Shadow of the Erdtree, which, yeah, that's just how it works. But so like, I get it. I think it makes sense. Hey, it's great. It's a marvel. It's amazing. It's crazy. Their level design. Oh my God. Just the layers, and then the art, the direction. They're on another level, but I understand people's frustration with it. It ultimately doesn't matter. It creates great conversation. It's fun to talk about. Get over it. It ain't that big a deal. But I think there is reason, and there are enough games that can totally fill out and justify a category of best expansion / remaster / remake. and that's just what it is. And then you do get Shadow of the Erdtree. Yeah, it totally is the best one out of that. Like, I don't know. So I could see that, but I mean, what got snubbed? I don't know who's going to respond to me. No one's here. But yeah, I have no inkling. I mean, Dragon Age maybe, but Dragon Age ain't winning that either. It's between Final Fantasy. You take Elden Ring out, to me it's between Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Balatro, and Astrobot, with Blackmouth Wukong being a easy dark horse. Unfortunately, I don't think Metaphor's got the stuff, and enough people will have played it to get it the win here. But like, I don't even think Erdtree is going to win. I do think it honestly is leaning towards Astrobot or Balatro. So that's kind of where I'm leaning on this one. I guess I actually do have a vote. I'm just talking about it. We do got to put a vote in though. But yeah, I'm like, I Dragon Age, but I just don't think there's a game that is like jarringly omitted from the conversation that would necessitate, like, that would win, right? I think it's maybe Elden Ring gets a win, but I don't think so. I think these other games are fantastic. But yeah, I think, yeah, we'll see. And I think enough people are now pissed about it that probably it won't win, or they're gonna vote for Elden Ring for the meme of it. So that also would make sense. Who's to know? I gotta vote. Well, I think next year it wouldn't surprise me if there is a category that would remove DLC from this conversation. Right? And that's fine, but it's not. It's a part of the conversation for right now, and then it creates for great discourse. But it wouldn't surprise me after this one if there's a way to do it. Remaster, DLC expansion, one category. Done. I've said that. We got to vote. I'm voting for Astrobot because it's something different. That's my game of the year, and I haven't played it. Are you mad? Get over it. It's one vote. One vote. But more charming games like this, I could also vote for Balatro. But it didn't attach to me, so I ain't gonna do it. Wow, look at all of our badges. How do I become an insider? All right, whatever. Well, that was me going over the game of the awards. That was me talking about the game awards. And we just voted, so that was a fun time. I'm excited to see what announcements are there. That will be fun. We'll definitely, on the podcast Download Queue, do a prediction episode where we probably talk a little more about nominees, get our co-host side, what he's thinking about it all, but also just to predict any announcements, any performances, any show-ups. It's the 10th year. $200 to get a ticket, and that is Ticketmaster surge pricing. It's dumb as hell. Or AXS. So maybe it wasn't. Anyways, doesn't matter. It was still way too expensive for $200. But what do you need that money for, Jeff? Who you buying? Who you hiring? That's a better way of saying it. Don't buy anyone. It's frowned upon. Anyways. So we'll talk about that on the podcast, about what and what we want to see, what we expect to see, and what we think is going to win, and who's gonna show up. I'm excited. So thanks for hanging out in the video. Make sure you comment down below if you agree with any of my picks, if you loved my picks, if you respected my decision making in this, because I tried to apply logic to each and every decision. Either way, thanks for liking the video, because you know you're going to do it and it helps the algorithm, and you are subscribed now. Thank you. Make sure you click it to make sure you are. I appreciate the support. It is free and it helps me, and I appreciate that. So do it. All right. See you in the next video. Bye.